Quick question, have you ever sat down to do something important, like write a paper, start a project, or finally clean that one scary corner of your room? And instead you find yourself scrolling through memes, reorganizing your desk, or researching the lifespan of penguins? Yeah, that's procrastination. And trust me, it's an expert at sneaking into your life. But here's the good news. You don't need superhero willpower to beat it. You just need to start small, like ridiculously small. So small it almost feels like you're cheating. Let me explain. Imagine you've got to write a big report for work or school. You tell yourself, ugh, I need to sit down and write 10 pages. Immediately your brain screams, nope, too much. So you avoid it. But what if instead you told yourself, I'm just going to open the document and type one sentence? That's it, one sentence. You can't tell me that feels overwhelming. And here's the magic. Once you've written one sentence, chances are you'll keep going. Suddenly you've got a paragraph, maybe a page, all because you started tiny. It's kind of like going to the gym. If I say I have to work out for an hour, I immediately want to crawl back into bed. But if I say I'll just put on my gym shoes, that feels easy. And once the shoes are on, I'm like, well, since I'm already dressed, I might as well do something. Before I know it, I've actually worked out. All I had to do was lower the bar so low it was impossible to trip over it. Procrastination thrives on making tasks look huge, like climbing Mount Everest in flip-flops. Starting small shrinks that mountain into a single step. And here's why that works. Once you're moving, momentum kicks in. Ever tried pushing a heavy shopping cart? The hardest part is getting it to budge. But once it's rolling, you barely have to push. Small starts give you that first push. Now let's be real. Sometimes you only manage the small step. You open the book and read one page. You write one sentence. You wash one fork. And that's okay, because even the tiniest progress is still progress. One page is more than zero. One fork is cleaner than before. The win here is that you've started, and starting is the scariest part. Here's a fun little trick you can try. Whenever you're avoiding something, tell yourself, I'm not doing the whole thing. I'm just doing 2 minutes. 2 minutes of cleaning, 2 minutes of writing, 2 minutes of exercise. If after 2 minutes you still want to quit, fine, you can stop. But most of the time, you'll keep going. Because the hardest part wasn't the task itself. It was convincing yourself to begin. Let me give you one more relatable example. Imagine your laundry pile. It's so big it could qualify as a new roommate. You look at it and think, no way, that's too much. But if you tell yourself, I'll just fold one shirt, suddenly it's manageable. You fold one shirt, then you're like, okay, maybe I'll do the pants too. Before you know it, you've folded half the pile. And even if you only folded one shirt, guess what? That's one less shirt staring at you from Mount Laundry. So here's the bottom line. Don't try to conquer procrastination with massive promises like, I'll finish the whole project tonight. That's setting yourself up for guilt and frustration. Instead, make the tiniest commitment possible. One step, one fork, one sentence. That's all it takes. And once you're in motion, the rest becomes so much easier. Because at the end of the day, beating procrastination isn't about being perfect. It's about being consistent. It's about lowering the pressure so starting feels easy. And remember, small steps repeated over time lead to big results. So the next time you catch yourself putting something off, try this. Smile at your procrastination and say, don't worry, I'm not doing the whole thing right now, I'm just starting small. And then take that one tiny step. You'll be amazed at how far it carries you. And who knows, that one fork, one sentence, or one shirt could be the start of a whole lot more.